Time to butcher some chickens.
Let's first start off by taking the insides out of the chicken. That's the necks, the gizzards, and whatever else is inside. Rinse the bird and dab dry with a lint-free towel, making sure there's no liquid for the bird to slide around on our cutting board. Flip the chicken around so the legs are facing you, and we're going to trim off the fat around the cavity. Now we're going to make an incision for the leg and the thigh. When you cut in, we want to make sure we're closest to the thigh than the breast, because with the breast we want to save as much skin as possible. So slicing in and wrapping around towards the back, we're going to pop out that joint. Be careful when you're slicing in towards the back of the bird. There is a specific, tender, delicious piece of meat called the chicken oyster that we want to make sure we cut out. The chicken oyster is located where the back meets the thigh, towards the top, and it's a muscle that does not move too much, so that means it's extremely juicy and tender when you cook it. Let's just call it the original chicken nugget. Now let's detach the breast. Pick a side, left or right, and when you slice in, make sure you stay nice and tight towards the sternum and ride the rib cage until you get to the bottom where the wing is attached. I don't cut all the way through until I get the other breast off, so flip it around, make your incision, do the same thing, stay nice and tight and ride the rib cage till you get the breast completely off and you get down to the wing. At this point, I'll detach the breast and the wing from the cage and I'll set it aside. Let's grab our kitchen shears or a cleaver and let's chop up the cage into small pieces so we can make stock. This is going to prevent us from having to use a very big pot, and we can use a small pot to make our stock. Now for the wings, I'm going to show you two ways to detach them. Place the wing and the breast skin side up, and we're going to slice just right where the wing meets the breast, and make sure to save more skin for the breast side. And when you're trimming the fat off, make sure you're not slicing too close to the breast, because when you cook it, it will shrink. If this is your first time butchering a chicken, make sure to bend the wings a little bit, and when you do that, you'll see where the joint is, and when you cut, you'll go right through the cartilage instead of hitting the bone. Next, we're going to French the wings. Start off with the wing and the breast skin side up, and you're going to make an incision on the drumette about halfway through, so I'd say an inch away from the breast itself. Now here comes the fun part. Taking your left hand, grab the flat wing, and with your right hand, grab the drumette that's attached to the breast. And we're going to bend the wing until they pop. Once they pop, pull it apart. And like I said before with the wings, bend the thigh, and where it's bending, we're going to slice right through. Using the tip of your knife, make an incision alongside of the bone, and as you're cutting and making these small little strokes, Roll out the bone and push it away from the thigh meat. To lollipop the leg, it's the same technique that we used on the drumette with the breast. Have your knife go all the way down to the bone and circle around 2 times. Now this part of the bird is going to be harder to cut through the connective tissue, so we're going to need some help from our scissors, and when you're slicing around the bone, make sure you just go a little bit more firmly. Take a towel and put it on one end towards the bone, and then with your other hand, grab the leg, and we're going to bend exactly like we did before, but this time you're going to do it a little bit more firmly and until the point where it comes off completely. And that's how we butcher a chicken. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below or send me a message directly on Patreon. Again, thank you for coming here today and hanging out with me in the kitchen. Have a great one.